Dad? Dad? Where is he? Hey,
What's up?
what are you doing?
Painting.
Is that the F-type exhaust?
It is. I was bored. Operation Delete the Chrome.
Not like the loudest production car ever produced.
It's loud.
It's pretty loud with the exhaust off?
A little bit. It's loud. I mean, it's no open headers loud, but it's loud.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just in here painting.
I am.
And you have an F-type, no exhaust sitting outside.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's go. On?
I'm on a mission to lose all the chrome on the F-type. I'm getting new emblems, and part of that is also getting rid of the quad exhaust tips that were chromed. As you can see, they're out of the car. Let's take a peek at this quick, just for fun, guys. In the event you ever have to take off your rear muffler or the rear part of your exhaust, what I ended up doing is just taking the actual brackets off. You have a bracket that's pretty hard to get to. It just has a single bolt connecting it. I'll show you that here in a second. And then this as well. This is the vacuum line for the actuator for the active exhaust. So that simply just pops out. There's just a couple cheese ball fittings in here for that vacuum line. Anyways, you can see that it opens things up. Let's take a peek at the exhaust quick. I do not plan to change the exhaust. We're keeping it factory. Here's where you can see I just removed the one bolt and took the whole hanger off. And then here has the plate that had two nuts on a studded thread. Here's your actual actuator for your active exhaust. You have one on each side, and there's just a vacuum line that slides over that. So operation, lose the chrome. Let's get that started, but first let's fire this thing up with no exhaust on the back. So let's take a break from all that for just a minute to bring you back into the garage here. We're just kind of playing around today with some window tint. We're actually tinting the tail lights. Let's take a peek at what we have going on.
So check this out. I got my race car chair to work on my race car.
As you can see, I did tint this light right over here, and I am now going to start on this light. Let's show you how I did that. But first, before I show you, let's show you what the lighting difference is between that tinted and non-tinted taillight. I think you're gonna be impressed.
As you can see, I actually like it more with the tint on. It like takes the glare of all the reflectiveness away, and you just get to see that like LED line. It's pretty sweet looking. Can you guys pick it up on the camera? What do you think? What are your thoughts? Tint or no tint? Tint or no tint? Here's a little brake light action.
So not only are we going to tint these, but we are going to attempt tinting the fog lights and reverse lights down here. It could be a little more challenging though, because there is a weird material over that light, but let's see how it looks.
We're also, I already ordered them, we're blacking out all the emblems. I like the look of the emblems on this car, but I think they'd be so much better black.
And we are going to attempt to paint the exhaust tips at some point. We're going all black, and I want your guys' opinion. What do you guys think? Todd wants to keep them the way they are. I really think they'd look good black. What do you think we should do with the wheels? Should we get different wheels, like bronze wheels, or should we leave the wheels the way they are, or should we try to powder coat them?
Guys, we're using this Vivid Commercial Graphics Premium Series tint is what we're using. Taking the sticker off, and let's get going. So I'm more or less just holding it. He's telling me which direction to hold the film, and he's working it top to bottom, left to right, getting rid of any air bubbles. This particular film is an adhesive on the backside. We're gonna put heat on it at the very end to kind of suck everything in. But for the most part, we're just working it in where we need to, and we will do a little trimming, and then we are gonna get a little heat involved. This here is what we have deemed the taco method to get it in place as we go around the bend. We're forming the film like a taco.
So what I noticed to be the thing going on with this kind of curve and these indents in the taillights, you want to make sure that you get this center piece flush, but this area about an inch, you can give yourself an inch from these humps in, you're perfectly fine. Do not touch that. Make sure the bottom piece here is flush, this outside piece is flush, and the center is flush. Don't worry about this right now. If you can get all that flush without air bubbles, you're good to go, and I'll show you how to get that done. So you don't need to worry about all these little like pieces here that are hanging out. It's not a very big deal. You will see why on my next step. We went for a quick car cruise this morning with some friends. Check out how awesome these pictures turned out. Look at that lineup right there. So we have a review coming up for this here AMG GT. We also have a review coming up versus an all-wheel drive F-Type versus a rear-wheel drive F-Type. And maybe we can get some of these in.
So now Austin is back in the driver's seat. Got a little hair dryer, a little courtesy of Conair going. $12.99 Target, what's up? Just getting that final step in that tint.
I would like to say, even though we are in Minneapolis, I promise you we did not loot this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to get this just as hot as possible. I'm gonna hold this hair dryer on here for probably 30 to 45 seconds. Like, I want this thing melting hot. And then I'm just gonna take my finger and slowly press it on there nicely, just both ways. And then I'm gonna take this and work it up into this this chamber right up here where there isn't any, there's no tint, so I can push that air directly out. And then I'm gonna make it smooth again with my finger. You don't wanna use this because it'll crease so easy because it'll be so hot. But if you don't get it that hot, you are gonna leave a crease in it.
So check it out. We have 2 tinted taillights and 1 tinted reverse light so far. Let's take a peek at this so you can kind of see where the flaws are. We're not perfect, obviously, but from about here over to about here, is perfect. Up in these little corners we're having issues. That's more or less where the only flaws are on these taillights. I'm sure if you do this every day you'll be able to figure that out, or if we gave it another shot we might be able to. And then down here on the reverse lights, guys, they're kind of textured a little bit, so getting that film to 100% lay flat on it is a little bit tricky, but all in all it looks pretty good. We'll call it a 2-foot rule.
So check it out, we went ahead and tinted the reverse lights and the lower fog lights. So check out, of course, those lights, the brake lights. Those are the reverse lights now that it is tinted. And those are the fog lights. What I really like is how defined the line is for the brake light. I also like when you press the brake that you can actually see all these lines in here. It's like a 3D circles going in. You can't really see that when it's not tinted. This is it's definitely an awesome look and well worth it, especially with the white F-type.
Here they are, guys, right before we need to throw it back in the car. Got to let this dry a little bit longer. However, this is what I was going after. Obviously, it doesn't look like much, but let's get it back in that car and see what it looks like. All right, so this would be a bit of a bear. I think you could do it with the floor jack and whatnot, and on the ground. Obviously, it's a nice luxury having the lift. But check out just the first impression here. Don't have anything officially clamped in place. But yeah, that's what I was going after. Looks pretty sweet. There it is, kids. So I'm not like 1000% super happy, just to be honest. With the color, I guess I want them to be a little bolder, want it to match the body a little more. I guess we'll see what happens when I get a little heat on it. And if I got to do it again with a different color, we'll do it.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's video. Really hope you guys enjoyed it. There will be plenty of videos like this in the future. Be sure to check out our channel to see tons of videos like us building a Toyota Camry, checking out my Fiat Abarth and how fast that little thing really is. Be sure to smash that subscribe button, hit like, comment down below what you guys thought of today's video, and I hope to see you guys in the future. Have a nice day.